Hi, it's John McKeag with Royal LePage RCR in Alliston, licensed real estate representative. Been licensed since 2000, and I'm doing a series of short videos related to real estate topics. And this one is related to what the customer should be asking the agent and what the agent should be asking the customer. It's a two-way street when you are interviewing. You should have a series of questions already kind of pre-planned what you want to ask the real estate agent, and it may be a case of that you're interviewing more than one real estate agent. That's fine, but you should ask the same question to each one and see what their responses are and compare those responses and see which one is best suited and best fit for you. So in a case of you interviewing the real estate agent, what you're going to want to know is you're going to ask them a series of questions. The basic questions are going to be, tell me about yourself, tell me about the company that you work for, tell me the type of business that you do, including how long you've been in business and what you specialize in, and some of the properties that you've just recently sold. And one of the also the important things that you should ask is, how are you going to go about marketing my property if I hire you? And you can ask them the very basic question, and then you can get more in depth and say, do you use social media? Do you use print ad? What boards are you on? And what websites are you going to be advertising on? The more coverage that your property gets, and if it's marketed towards the proper people, buyers, then that's ideal. If you ask these questions and you're getting very vague answers, that should raise a red flag, and that should tell you that perhaps this person that you're interviewing lacks the experience or just doesn't know the market that they should be marketing this property in. Then they should be asking you a series of questions too, and those questions should be related to, how long have you owned the property? Tell me about your property. Tell me about the reason why you're selling. How soon do you want to relocate, and where do you want to relocate to? Those things are very important questions because that will dictate how the property is marketed and how the property is priced. At a point, you're going to ask that agent to give you a value on that property. That's not the be all and end all. I know it is important. However, it's not the be all and end all. Pricing is quite often one of the easiest things to do, or it should be for a seasoned real estate agent. I know that for me, pricing a property is relatively easy, but I do have 3 pricing strategies. Some agents only have one pricing strategy. I have 3 pricing strategies. One is to price a little bit over market value. One is to price it right at market value, and the other is to price it just slightly under market value. If you price it just slightly under market value in the right situation, sometimes, not all, but sometimes you can actually generate a bidding war. And in that case, sometimes you can actually sell your property for over asking price. If you price it too high, people are going to be using that as a comparable, and chances are people will be going to other properties and purchasing other properties because they feel that yours is overpriced, or they may be coming in with a lower price, an offer. They should be providing you with documentation that they can leave with you. You can read it over at your leisure. You can write down any questions that you may have and with a follow-up interview or with a follow-up phone call, you can ask those questions. There's going to be questions that you are going to be asking the agent, such as, what is your commission? That's a question that is generally answered at the time of listing. We can give you an idea of what the commissions are going to be. Now, if a real estate agent you're interviewing is very quick to give you a lower than what is standard commission, that should be a red flag. That should tell you that either they're going to not provide you with the type of service that you require, or that they're going to not necessarily be the greatest negotiators because they're too quick to give in to the demand of whoever they're talking to, whoever's requesting that information. You want to make sure that you've got a really solid negotiator, and that negotiator will look out for your best interest, not for their best interest or for just to make a quick sale. You want to make sure that you get as much money as you possibly can, but it's going to be dictated by what the market is prepared to pay for your property. And in order to do that, the real estate agent that you're talking to will eventually be providing you with an opinion of value. That opinion of value should be a little bit more detailed than just a number. They should be able to back up whatever they say. They should be able to provide you with, here are the reasons why I feel that your property is worth the price. And it's going to show you what comparable sales are. It's going to show you what is currently on the market as far as similar properties. And what you want to make sure is that you're not the highest priced property, and you want to make sure you're not the lowest priced property. You want to be somewhere in the middle of all the comparables, unless there's something extreme that sticks out that we couldn't find you a true comparable, and we actually had to find you something that is close, and then we have to make adjustments for whatever the differences are in the property. Maybe you have a pool, maybe you have a larger lot, maybe your house is newer, something like that. But those are generally found on rural properties, not on in-town properties. It's usually much easier to find comparable sales on in-town properties than rural properties. So that's just a little bit of information as far as what you should be doing and what the agent should be doing when you meet at the initial interview. But you should be doing it face to face and not over the phone. It's always better to do it face to face, and you should make sure that the real estate agent provides you with some information, maybe not all information, but at least some information that they're able to leave with you, and you can read it over, as I say. I hope you find this information useful. This is just a very, very small portion of information I can provide to you regarding the sale or the purchase of real estate. If you are interested in contacting me, you can reach me in person at 7 Victoria Street West in Alliston. That's Royal LePage RCR. You can give me a call. My Toronto line is 1-866-772-5368. My local is 705-435-3000. My direct line is 705-791-2221. My email address is johnmckeag@royallepage.ca. My website is www.johnmckeagsells.ca. And my Facebook business page is the symbol @John McKeag Realtor. If you do know of somebody that's either buying or selling, you may not be thinking of doing that, but if you know of somebody, whether it's family, friend, or co-worker, I'd certainly appreciate the opportunity to talk to them. Feel free to pass my name on to them and have them contact me. One of the greatest compliments I can receive as a realtor is a referral of somebody's family or friends. So thanks very much for your time, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye for now.